See these picks there. So you picked last night. You picked the Patriots at -6, right? Or plus six.
Plus 6. Yeah, I'm 0 for 1, but that's good news because Aaron and the boys want bananas, and now realistic expectations are back where they should be for the New England Patriots on what this season will be. The Drake May transition era, and they're playing, for next year. The Eagles and Saints. Now here we go. Will the Saints continue to be the wagon that we have seen them be? Derek Carr's getting fined $14,000 for dancing in the Dallas Cowboys' face a week ago. This is a new Derek Carr. This is a new Saints team. Give me them -2.5 at home in a buzzsaw of an environment, AJ Hawk.
Man, you are not lying there. An absolute buzzsaw of an environment, especially with all the juice and how pumped the Saints fans are right now. I'm taking the Saints too. Give me the Saints -2.5. Who would have thought before this season what this line would have been, Tone? Before the season started, before these first couple
Eagles
games,
would have been favorites.
Eagles definitely
sure.
be favorites.
Yeah.
Probably flip it.
What?
Probably 2.5 the other way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? So 18 days, no murders, Donner?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That continues.
Must
New York
continue.
Giants, Cleveland Browns. Browns favored by 6.5 at home. Obviously, this team is in a fascinating position with the quarterback position and everything else. Last year, very dominant at home. This year, are they the same team as we potentially saw with Joey Flack running it back? Let's go to Bruce Brown in the back to see his confidence level of the New York Football Giants.
We will have a kicker, either Jude McAtemi of Derry, County Derry, Ireland, or Greg Joseph, so that is nice. But vibes are back to week one. I think we're probably fixing to get our ass kicked here. Our secondary is just not very good, so I do think Deshaun gets it going. The whole matchup will be if Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau can get to Deshaun. But I don't think our offense is going to do very well. They got Denzel Ward to take away Malik. I think that the Browns win going away.
Okay, AJ, who do you like?
Man, after Bruce's ringing endorsement of the Giants, I'm going to take the Browns here on this one, Pat.
Me as well. Packers, Titans. Titans favored by 3 at home. I will take the Packers on the road. I believe in this LaFleur-led team. I think the Titans are in a newer stage of the Tennessee Titans. They're still figuring it out. I think they're going to be good. I like the way Callahan operates. I like what they're thinking about for the future. I think they're investing in the stadium. Nashville is a beautiful place. But if it's Malik, if it's Jordan, I don't care. I like the Packers getting points in Tennessee.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I think even if most likely it's going to be Malik Willis in there at quarterback. So
Revenge game.
Give me the Packers in the revenge game.
Oh, my God.
Packers +3 on the road.
Remember earlier in the week, I was worried he was going to be a little bit too
emotional?
Too zeked up.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He said they paid me every week.
Yeah.
He said, I was very fortunate for the position they put me in. They paid me every single week, right? That was his kind of takeaway?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's just running the offense, thankful to be a part of the Packers. There's no way they put Love out there, and if they do, massive respect to Jordan Love and everything they got going on. Malik +3 back in Tennessee. I like it, especially after what they did to the Indianapolis Colts. Bears, Colts, speaking of, favored by 1.5 in the Loud House. AJ, that makes sense, does it not?
Yeah, it does. I would say if there's ever been a must-win for the Colts, it might be this one.
Good news, AJ. We're going to be doing just that. Okay.
All right.
The Loud House is going to deliver. Caleb has no idea what he's in for. Okay. When that little rodent gopher goes up and goes, "Hey!" and the whole place echoes the sentiment right back to the gopher. And the Loud House's roof, whether it's open or closed, is blown off because of the noise, is at a different level. It's at a fever pitch because the Indiana Fever are in town as well. It's a good time to be an Indianapolis sports fans. And the Colts are going to catch up to everybody else in town. Okay? Pacers making a run to the Eastern Conference Final. Fever doing things that the Fever haven't done. Caitlin Clark as a rookie is leading the entire league in everything. She deserved the Rookie of the Year. Okay. Might be the fucking MVP of the entire league. Okay? Let's not even talk about that. But the Colts are going to catch up to the rest of the town that is booming and blossoming and doing very well, taking taxpayer dollars from Connor and Gumpy downtown Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Loud House is going to be rocking. Caleb ain't going to be able to handle it. Give me the Indianapolis Colts, favored by 1.5 at home.
Yeah, Colts favorite here. I don't know. I heard on the internet a few rumors that some people were surprised that they were favorites at home, but I'm going to take the Bears here with the points, +1.5.
Okay, AJ. Okay, Connor.
It's going to be loud.
Yeah.
It is going to be loud. I will give you that.
Loud with Bears
Tell
fans.
him. Whoa. Well, Chicago is a close. And we would also like to say, we're doing a ticket giveaway, aren't we, Cardinals?
Yes, we are. If you use the hashtag SeatGeek for the shoe and say something nice to somebody, you can win 4 tickets in section 128 with using the hashtag SeatGeek for the shoe.
And we will say, if you are able to get to the game, please be the only ones that participate. Don't be participating from Maine.
Sure.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get to the game on Sunday, but maybe you are. Maybe you are. Indianapolis, very accessible. Hashtag SeatGeek for the shoe. Obviously, for the shoe is the Indianapolis Colts mantra because everything they're doing is for the shoe. You know, DeFlo has his newest song.
Yeah, Seth.
Cheerleaders are there.
Uh-huh.
Vibes are high.
Wow.
It was bad.
I was
It
just going to
bad.
say, I hate to say it, I think the flow may have jumped the shark.
No.
No, what?
No. Don't say that.
That's all I'm
Don't
saying.
say that.
His bars today, I was expecting a lot more.
Shut up, man.
I hate to say it, but I'm with Ty
I
on this
got
as
my
well.
love. Thank you. Thank you.
You fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
Gumpy's a hating ass hoe, though.
Yeah.
We know that.
I was early on DeFlo. I've been one of his backers from day one.
You turned pretty early too.
We will say the bear trap was sitting right there.
Yeah.
You know,
Where,
trap.
where was
He
something
used
about
it?
the
He used
Bears?
it?
No,
No,
he didn't.
nothing about the Bears.
Bear down.
What do you mean,
Josh.
nothing about the Bears?
That's what I'm saying. That's the
No.
issue.
No, he said bear down
Yeah.
with Josh down.
Yeah,
or bear him down with.
bear him
I
down.
don't know.
Yeah,
Bear
that was
down
not a
with
problem.
Josh
Dines.
Dahn.
Josh Dines.
But
That's
the-
a good bar. No! That's a
Bear
good bar.
trap was right there.
Ty, we don't need that. Hey, DeFlo, keep doing your
Love
thing.
you, the flow.
The vibes are obviously immaculate. I don't like the way you guys tried to kind of ruin DeFlo's flow, if you will.
We
Have
would
you guys
never.
played
Okay.
his stuff on the show?
Yeah.
One
Have you?
time.
One time.
We've known him for a while now. I
Yeah.
will say.
Years.
Obviously, DeFlo has cracked our algorithm more than a few times. This is not his first year doing things, but I'm happy the world's starting to see his talent, even though Ty and Gumpy, once again, are being haters.
Well,
To the
Ty's
Texans.
one to talk.
Come
I mean,
on, guys.
Packers superfans stole Seth the flow. So
That's what
I don't know.
happens
Oh,
when
yeah.
you. That's what happens when you win. You take his soul, and you take his flow.
This is our pack. This is our team. I didn't like that.
Bullshit song.
I heard that song is potentially, we were talking about Passion of the Christ 2 coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Shout out, man.
I'm back version. Moves the rock.
Yep.
How we doing? Keep it moving. But like, I've heard that song is potentially a like youth pastor song. The
Ridge.
the thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Ridge. I
allegedly
believe.
the original. That is a cover.
Yeah.
But
That's why it has such good vibes every time. That's
Yeah.
why the Colts are getting it back on track this weekend, favored by 1.5 in the Lighthouse.
Good luck.
Maybe he's hitting the anvil. Maybe he's hitting the
Love
anvil.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Texans, Vikings home dogs getting 2 as CJ Stroud and team travel up to a beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I will take the Houston Texans favored by 2 on the road, even though I'm a massive Minnesota Vikings fan.
Man, this one's a tough one for me, but I'm taking the Vikings here at +2 at home. I love the Texans, everything they do, but I don't know. I think they still that B-flow defense and Sam Darnold. I think they still have some magic in them.
Stephon Diggs' first game back in Minnesota
Yeah.
since he left.
Really?
They're gonna want to get him
that-
going early.
Yeah, how's that go? Do they do that in his face
Skull.
the whole time?
so they give him a video tribute. You wonder.
Yeah, how's that work in
Definitely,
football?
right?
Does that happen
Definitely.
in
Minneapolis
football?
Miracle has to happen.
It should, but
First commercial break.
have you seen that happen in football much?
Edgerrin James got one, obviously, for everything he did for the Indianapolis Colts whenever he was playing for the Arizona Cardinals. They ran one. I think Jeff Saturday got one in Indianapolis whenever he left and went somewhere else.
I don't know if I've
I think
ever
I saw-
seen one. I don't
After
think
the
I have.
coaching job, when he just came to the games.
This is back whenever I think he was with the Packers, I think. Oh.
Colts are a nice organization, AJ. They do stuff like that.
Thumbs up, baby.
We are
Yeah, maybe.
very friendly
They are very
organization,
nice.
which is once again why the Colts -1.5 at home in the friendly place will be good. The B-flow defense, I completely forgot about that, but CJ Stroud seemingly has it figured out. I'll take the Houston Texans. Now Denver Broncos taking on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Red hot Tom Moore in Baker Mayfield, favored by 6.5. Bo Nix, Denver Broncos. How's that going to go? We shall see. Give me Tampa Bay Buccaneers favored by almost a touchdown and an extra point, AJ.
Yeah, I think Denver, I think they're going to get the ship going in the right direction soon enough, but I don't know if this is the week for that to happen. So give me Tampa Bay -6.5.
Justin Herbert is literally looking like a Jim Harbaugh dream of a quarterback. He's got his right ankle taped. He's got his middle finger on his left hand broken. We are 3 weeks into the season, and they're already staying away from their home in a hotel on the East Coast. They've taken a bowl trip now. The quarterback is showcasing to the team that he's tough. This Chargers-Steelers game is about to be, you're talking two bulls running into each other in the middle of the field. Two bulls running into each other.
That's
Same exact style. Same exact style of offense. Same exact style of culture that Harbaugh's trying to put in and instill with the Chargers. Tomlin has with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tone, are you excited for this matchup to kind of see where you are? Or do you think this is a little bit early for a 15-round heavyweight fight that's coming your way?
No, I think this is a great measuring stick, especially because the Chargers fans are asking for TJ Watt. So, I mean,
What do you mean?
that's smart. They're putting up memes of Joe Alt as the Undertaker,
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Joe Alt doesn't want that.
Grim Reaper
Joe
going
Alt doesn't
from door
want the
to
fans
door,
doing that for him.
holding defensive ends heads, and TJ Watt's the next one on the door. Careful what you ask for, okay? Okay, yeah.
Hey, good for Joe Alt, though. Joe Alt had a great first couple games. Now he's getting a chance to literally take on the guy. You know?
Yeah, baptized
This is
by
the
fire.
guy.
He got Crosby. Crosby week 1.
Okay,
Well,
that's
What you welling? What are we?
Yeah,
what are
let's
we
not
welling?
act like they're not.
no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying when it comes to whether somebody locks somebody down or not. I mean, I think that's almost
Oh yeah, yeah.
subjective.
Max Crosby
for
affected
sure.
that game. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like we could say you can check the stat sheet, but it doesn't mean you won every rep.
No doubt.
But Joe Alt is awesome. With that being said, Pat, I'm taking the Chargers here on the road.
All right, and I'll take.
Steelers are favorites by 1.5.
That is correct. And they got.
it's disrespectful.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear of my life.
Harbaugh's going to be so juiced when that comes on.
Herbert Tanker's banged up.
Alone man and put it in through my running and I'm long from my home. All right, I'll take the Steelers.
Okay, here we go.
Dam's going to break. Dam's going to break.
Hell
They
yeah.
said we shall see. Even though I like this Chargers, this feels like a game Harbaugh wins. You know, team just stayed in a hotel away from everybody, no distractions, a second training camp almost. Like, hey, we're out here together. J.K. Dobbins has been immaculate for them and obviously closing things out. Herbert's absolute dog, so he's going to play through whatever he is going through with his ankle and his foot. But, all right, Steelers might. Oh, man, I really like the.
You're
Go
on.
ahead.
You're on the right side. This
Yeah.
ain't college. He doesn't have Connor Stallions.
Yeah, just
so.
go. Just go with it.
He didn't need him the first couple. All right, give me
One
Steelers.
Alaska day
Don't-
in Pittsburgh.
Mark Caboli, obviously, keeping our coverage up to date. His X articles have been phenomenal. Miami Dolphins, Seattle Seahawks. Dolphins getting 4.5 with Skylar Thompson as the QB. Gumps, is that who?
Oh, yeah. I've been watching his K-State highlights. He's about to run wild on Sunday, brother.
All right, give me the Seahawks favored by 4.5.
No Kenneth Walker.
Okay, AJ.
Jalen Ramsey, full
All
week
right,
of
good.
practice, first time this year.
Hey.
Armstead's playing, Campbell's playing. I'd be worried
There
if I
we go,
was the
Goop.
Seahawks.
What about the soccer games? Hopefully, there's some good ones going on this weekend in a tournament. But
I
first
can't
thing I
wait.
did, Pat, I walked
can't
in.
wait,
I walked
AJ.
in and Goop said, "Who are you picking in the Seahawks Dolphins game?" pal?" And I was like, "Seahawks, no question here, Gump, just because of you." So I'm taking Seahawks minus 4.5 at home because I think they're a good squad. And unfortunately, the Dolphins quarterback got hurt.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. And if he returns to football, it's certainly going to be one of the stories of the year and maybe of football as a whole. I hope he makes whatever decision he is comfortable with. And if he's back in there, I think we got a lot of hope. But in Seattle, too, like that's a wild
Tua's
barn.
flying to
barn.
Seattle,
It's a tough
though.
barn.
Might be win one for Tua, you
With
know?
the 12s.
Who's going
Geno.
up top? Who's at the very top, like waving the flag? Who's the 12th? Remember, they're
Will
always
Ferrell.
okay. That's cool.
No, that's Pete Carroll, actually. They're bringing Panthers, Raiders. David Tepper, actually the one lighting the fire for the Las Vegas Raiders over there in Allegiant Stadium. Gardner Minshew, favored by 5 against Andy Dalton here in 2024. AJ, how do you see it going?
I'm going to be completely biased here. I played with the Red Rocket for 1 year in Cincinnati. Give me the Carolina Panthers
Yeah.
plus 5. And it's that whole new quarterback bump. But
Yep.
don't we have that for a game or two?
At least a game or two.
Especially when it's a rock.
Is it true? Is that real?
Yeah,
Especially with
especially
that Panthers roster.
When the Rocket comes out, it is.
Yeah.
Well, what about with Max Crosby on the other side?
That makes it a little tougher, I think. It really does. I didn't think about that much until just now.
Andy doesn't care.
Okay. I'll take Max Crosby and the Raiders favored by 5 at home. And I think they're trying to build something special over there. Now, Gardner Minshew, Pro Bowl quarterback, nobody is talking about that. Everybody's talking about Max Crosby motivating him, yada, yada, yada. Gardner Minshew makes the right decision most of the times. That's why he was great for the Colts. There's going to come a game where he's going to airmail a few. Okay, there's going to be a game or two where he's going to airmail a few, and they're going to be easy picks for the other team. But what Gardner Minshew did with the Colts last year, and seemingly what he's going to be able to do with the Raiders this year, is like a perfect fit, a perfect marriage. I like Gardner Minshew to continue to do his thing. And they just get a massive win over the Ravens on the road, come back home. Let's go ahead and win that. Is there going to be a Vegas flu for the Panthers, you think, with where their team is and slipping away already? No, right?
No. Not this early. No, can't.
No. Ravens, Cowboys. Ravens favored by 1 in Jerry World. Wait a second. Hold them.
Yeah.
Hold the phone. Connor, how would you lean in this one?
I mean, after the transition from week 1 to week 2, all the teams that played shitty in week 1 played great in week 2, and I feel like it's going to bounce back to the other side again, where it's, the Cowboys looked so bad last week, they can't look worse this week. So I'm leaning to the home dog just because it's in Jerry World, and we've been talking about this Ravens, O-line being so bad. The Cowboys D-line is very, very good. We saw it week 1 against the Browns, and it was just kind of that last week going up against the number 1 line per AQ Shipley's in the trenches, the OG one. So it feels like big bounce back for the Cowboys. That's me personally.
Okay, I'll take Cowboys at home, getting a point against the Baltimore Ravens. AJ, your pick?
Yeah, I am with you. I'm taking Cowboys at home, getting a point, which, I guess, the Ravens are 0-2, right?
Yeah. And we saw the stat this morning. 129 teams have started 0-3 in the last 25 years, and only one of them has made the playoffs.
Should be an interesting game. I'll stay with the Cowboys here.
Niners, Rams. Rams fresh off the ass beating.
Man.
The ash.
Got their ash
They got
beat.
And they got
Ash,
the Ash
shit.
8 out.
No, not that.
What?
They beat that ash. They didn't eat that ash. They beat that ash. Connor.
Okay, I'm just figured that McVay might have did some ash eating after getting killed like that.
Why'd Chuck do what he did yesterday?
Figured
He did that on
out.
purpose?
I watched that 100 times after the show.
Sam,
He finished it too, like eating. Wasn't like a lot of times, he
he's
jumped
not
their
gonna
ass or whatever.
stop halfway
He
through.
did the full. He went all in.
How about the end of the clip where he gets back to Aaron Rodgers, 59,000 yards? They're not going to show him anything. And then he literally goes on and does exactly what Pagano was saying. It was like actual football analysis in the middle of the, the mud situation. It's fascinating. It is certainly fascinating. I will take the 49ers favored by 6.5 on the road against the Los Angeles Rams. I feel like Brock Purdy last week. Okay, this week he bounced back. I think Niners get a little wake up. Here we go. Give me the Niners favored on the road in LA, and that's going to be a Niners stadium.
Yeah, no doubt. So wait, Puka obviously hurt. What about Cooper Kupp?
He's out.
He's out.
He's out, too?
Yeah.
Jonah Jackson, starting tackle, I believe. He's
Guard.
out.
Basically the whole line.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
John
real
Johnson
banged up.
III. He's out, starting
Aaron
corner.
Donald.
Give me the
out.
Niners. Yeah, Aaron Donald's retired. I'll take the Niners. Here we go.
Aaron Donald did retire. I don't know. We got to remind people of that. Detroit Lions, Arizona Cardinals. What are the Detroit Lions?
Good question.
Question.
Foxy.
I got a stat for you guys.
Do they have an identity?
Since November 2022, after a loss, the Lions are 8-0 straight up and 8-0 against the spread. And against the spread, they have won those games by more than 13 points.
And Dane Campbell, after the way he treated the loss last week, it was my fault, man.
Yep.
I ruined it. I think he's probably more locked in than ever. But this Cardinals team's different. Home dogs like this.
Frisky.
Tyler Murray.
And
Yeah.
The way
CDC
he's-
had to move in the middle of the week as well.
Right. And historically,
Detroit.
these Lions defenses have been terrible against running quarterbacks.
Hey, Detroit, what's going on, Foxy? The guys brought more energy, attention, and success to the Lions quicker than anybody, seemingly in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And you guys are hunting them down. You guys are hunting this guy down. You're stalking this guy.
Yeah, we need to
He
knock
has
it off.
move?
Everyone in Detroit needs to relax. All right, MCDC is good forever. He's actually the only person I would say to leave alone, let him do his thing. He's brought
Only
more
person.
happiness to that city than they ever have in the history of the city. So yeah, I don't like what's going on in Detroit.
You heard it here
Okay.
first. Throw rocks through Jared Goff's window instead.
Jeez, Todd, that's not what Foxy said.
That's basically what he said.
I mean, the disrespect to Kid Rock, too. The amount of happiness he's brought to the city of Detroit.
true.
For you just to say that.
And also, everyone, 313, put your hands in the air and follow me. Boom, 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 boom. Big Sean, too. Never forget.
Yeah, Seager.
Posner.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Lions here, Pat. Foxy convinced me. I'm taking the Lions.
I will take the Detroit Lions as well, even though I love the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. Excited to watch them continue to grow, but this feels like a revenge game for Motor City Dan Campbell. You see him losing 2 in a row? I don't see Dan Campbell losing 2 in a row.
No way.
You know, Kansas City, Atlanta Falcons, Sunday Night Football. The reigning, defending, undisputed. Shout out to Paul Heyman. Back-to-back Super Bowl champions, favored by 3 in Atlanta. Patrick Mahomes versus a revamped, rebooted Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons team that isn't trying to have a transition here. No, we paid $180 million to a quarterback. We got a defensive guru as the head coach. We're trying to win now. We bring in Judon. We bring in other vets. We're trying to go. We're trying to win. You see that 2-minute drill? That's going to be the entire game coming up on Sunday Night Football. A lot of Atlanta Falcons football in prime time. They delivered on Monday night. Will they deliver again on Sunday night against the leader of the home of the Chiefs? Fresh off a National Cheeseburger Day, give me the Kansas City Chiefs, favored by 3 on the road. I think they get another big-time win.
Yeah, I will. I'm with you here. Give me the Chiefs on the road, 3-point favorites. I know Chris Jones had half a sack taken from him last week. He's going to be hungry. He might get 2 or 3.
Did we watch the film? Did you watch the film?
Of him getting that sack taken away?
Him talking about it, but did you see the film of the play?
I did, yes.
I don't know how they normally score those. You know, I don't know. There's always
it's usually whoever gets there first. Whoever gets there first usually definitely gets the credit. But this seems like a classic half and half.
Yeah, I don't. You know, because he's touching them. Who's touching? And are they saying that without Chris Jones, George gets it? I don't know what they score on.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, it's not really ever clear how that is. I don't know who makes these decisions. They're the big decisions. It does kind of like suck when players send them in to try to steal half a sack away, which that players don't even have to send them in now. I think the league just does it.
Yeah, I think they're eyeballing everything because the amount of money and legacy that is on everything. So Chris Jones, obviously losing half a sack, he'll get it back. He will certainly get it back. But I think it opened up a conversation about how do these get scored? How do they get judged, in the entirety? We shall see. Hey, it's about to be a great day here in Norman, Oklahoma.